Okay. So, welcome to another episode of Live Forex Trading London session with your host, Peeling Mindset. Hello, Red. How's it going, man? Yo. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Perfect. So, we are checking the system. The first few hours, just waiting for the friends to come in. Yeah, I'm fine. What about you? I'm well, Red. I'm pretty well. Thank you for that. I am good and waiting to see if Tuesday is going to do any sort of fireworks today. Let's see. Just give me a second and 1, 2. So that's good there. Okay, this is happening. That's good. All right, so we're going to look at pound yen and we're going to look at gold today. And we're going to see how the market is moving. So we're going to see if there's anything that's going to appeal our eyes today. So let's look at the pound yen. So yesterday's daily candle in pound yen. Look at this. So the price is trying to leave the area. It's actually trying to leave the weekly consolidation and daily consolidation. The price, yesterday's daily candle clearly jumped up with a gap. So the price just bullish up from Tokyo session all the way up. We didn't even see any sort of correction. So the price right now is very close to 153.820 level. That's a daily rejection point. Look at this. That is a daily rejection point. But beyond that, we do have cleaner traffic on the left-hand side till 155.500. So maybe buys are apparent. We are going to see if the structure is going to give us any sort of buys. So looking at the recently formed daily resistance rejection level, yesterday's daily candle definitely closed above. So for today's daily candle to ideally move up and feel the wick on the top, it should be grabbing its liquidity, right? It's just bullishing up. So when looking at the smaller time frame, definitely we can see it's ranging, but we ideally want to see this daily candle to make a proper lower wick before it heads up. But if it's in an uptrend and if it's waiting for some sort of volume in the market to push it up, perfect. So other than that, looking at the daily candle, definitely buys above 153.820. After any hourly, 2-hourly candle close is going to be a stronger confluence. That's like a 16 pips range. So why not? Definitely we'll be looking at that. So let's look at the daily one more time. Daily, yes, definitely hasn't made its proper lower wick. We want to see some sort of proper liquidity grab on the downside before it starts moving up. So just give me a second. Let's go into the 4-hour here. Okay. Okay, I'm sending this text to some of my friends. Okay. All right, that's good. And looking at the 4-hour. All right. Looking at the 4-hour, clearly 4-hour is kind of consolidating here. It's just ranging. There isn't much happening here. So definitely this is a 4-hour support. This could be regarded as the 4-hour support. This 153.300 level is definitely a daily level in the back of the head. So what we're going to do is we're going to note down that this is a daily level. So something to keep in the back of the head, 153.300 level. Price is obviously moving up with such a great volume, just bullish candles, right? So 4-hour making a support here before moving up is apparent. But looking at the daily candle, ideally, as I said, I'm going to repeat one more time, it'll be an ideal situation if this daily candle could make some sort of lower wick before it starts heading up. Obviously, we have clear target above 153.820. But we have to wait and see if Tuesday is actually going to pay us with a volume. So again, one more time. So this daily level is there. We are keeping that in our mind, back of the head. So this right here could be a potential 4-hour support. So what I'm going to do is I will actually erase this gray line because I don't want a lot of stuff to happen, right? I just want my chart to be clear and precise. When I look at it, I should know that what I'm looking at. So that's the basic idea. So this is going to be good. And let's look at this. This could be a potential 4-hour support, even if 4-hour is in a range. So we have 3 hours and 30 more minutes left for this 4-hour to close. Looking at the 2-hour. Okay, so the previous 2-hour definitely closed bearish. The current 2-hour is bullish still, but we have 1 hour and 31 minutes left for this 2-hour to close. So let's see what happens. Is there some kind of support going to form here? Or is the price going to go down in the range, which is going to make a lower wick in the daily candle? So look at this. Daily candle is still bullish. We need some sort of proper wick before it heads up. So let's see. Let's just see. Okay. So price, how about this? I'm gonna fix this level and put it up here. Let's call this 153.840 level. All right. 18. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour tells us that, you know what, price. So if you look at this, it clearly tells you that, you know what, price. I wanted to break 153.840 level once, tried twice. Price actually broke above with 2 of the candles. Next candle closed below right away. So this 153.840 is actually a key level. Look at this. Price started to break above one more time, but couldn't close above. Started to break one more time, couldn't close above. Tried a few times. 1, 2, 3. So what are the chances this candle is going to try breaking above? So for an ideal buy, we would want to see a hourly 30-minute close above, giving us some sort of clear indication that, you know what, buys are coming in. Definitely, we do see supports here. This could be a potential support. This could be a potential support. And the supports are higher. Every support is higher. This support is higher. Another support is even higher. So that's a good maneuver of price, what it's doing. So we have to be careful in a way that we definitely see this hourly rejecting 153.840. So we have to see. We have to see what kind of candle close we're going to get. And obviously this is pre-London. So let's look at the calendar and see what's happening with any sort of economical event here. So today, Tuesday, looks clean. It doesn't seem like there's any pound news. So there's obviously Euro news. Maybe that's going to pump some sort of volume in the market. Except for that, I don't see anything. On Wednesday, definitely we have Bailey speaking. So that's tonight. Around 1 hour after NYSE, there's going to be Bailey speaking. So maybe that's going to put in some volume in the pound instrument. If we are going to get some sort of push, that'll be amazing, man. That will be amazing. Let's see. Let's look at the news. So the YouTube guys, if you don't know what session you are in, go into Forex Factory, go into the market tab, and you can definitely see what session you are in. So look at this. The Sydney market's going to close in the next 28 minutes. Maybe that's going to induce some sort of volume in the market. And this 2 hour before London Open is the pre-London session. So you are in pre-London and a Sydney market close sort of a session right now. So we are anticipating volume. So let's see if there's any major news that happened in the past 12 to 24 hours. There's nothing that could catch my eyes. Nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'll just close this out. I don't need this anymore. So looking here, calendar says it's a clean day. So that's good. That's good. That's very good. We are definitely in an uptrend. So the trend is definitely an uptrend. Looking at this, we can definitely see that the trend is up. Right, so the candles are moving up. But we have to be careful because this 153.840 level has turned out to be a key level. Price has tried several times to break that level. So we need a proper candle close above this level for any sort of buys. For any sort of buys. So we have to wait for a proper candle close above 153.840 for any sort of buys. So if you look at the current price action, you can definitely see that, you know what, the current 1 hour, I'd say the previous 1 hour did break below this 1 hour support. If this was a 1 hour support, price actually the 1 hour candle did break below, and this current candle is sort of doing a retest. So if we could get some sort of rejection, we can as well get a downside move, but have to be careful. Have to be careful because it's going to be a trade within a range, and the range is like only 16 pips below this range. So I really want to get quality trades. You know, I don't want to sample any weird trades. I want to get profitable trades. So I'm just waiting here. Just waiting for this 30-minute 1 hour to close and tell me some sort of market situation here. So if you look at the 30-minute, definitely you can see that, you know what, this is a 30 minutes ranging area. Price is just ranging there. So ideally, what I know is when price is in a range, it breaks out in some sort of direction. If it's going to break out on the upper side, if it's going to break above, we have to get some sort of retest with 153.840. That way I have a clear stop loss and a clear take profit one and a clear range on the upper side to fill. So I'm just waiting for that. Let's see if we can get quality buys with GJ, because the structure is definitely a bullish structure. Let's just wait and see. On the high-end time frame, it's clearly a bullish structure. 30-minute just ranging. Have to wait and see if we can get some sort of clear sign. For now, there's nothing. I don't like any Cowboys ideas today. So let's see what happens. All right, looking at gold. Let's look at gold from daily time frame. Okay. So I'm going to remove this buys above this level, sort of an analogy here. And what I'm going to do is looking at the daily time frame. Yesterday's daily candle did fill the wick on the left-hand side. Current daily candle has grabbed its liquidity from the bottom. It has made that proper wick on the bottom. See, so that we can actually get a continuation up, filling this wick. But this candle right here, the rejection, the wick on the top, could also suggest some sort of rejection. So I have to be careful there as well. So the daily candle definitely looks like there could be some bullish pressure in it. So the previous 4 hour definitely tapped the bottom range. And we are in the middle of the range right now. So if we can get some sort of continuation, maybe buys above 1838, 890 on 4 hour. Seems good. 30 pips a range, and for the continuation, 60 pips a range. So that's good. Let's see 2 hours here. Looking at the 2 hour candle, gold doesn't look pretty. A lot of wicks here and there. So I usually stay away when there's a lot of wicks. A lot of wicks like this. I know that the price is consolidating, and it's the first few days of the month. So I would want to stay calm, and I would love to take it easy. I would definitely love to take it easy. So looking at the 1 hour, definitely you can see that, you know what, this right here. So, this right here is a total range. Just 1 hour range. Look at the wicks. Look at the wicks. So I wouldn't take any sort of trade here. Any sort of trade. Nothing makes sense here. Nothing makes sense. I don't want to force any trade. So for buys, you have to wait for candles close above 1838, 890. For sells, cleaner sells, you would want to wait for, I would want to wait for candles close below 1831 flat at least to start with. So let's see. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can get that. But it's really interesting how the 1 hour channel I drew in New York session, man, this is so funny. Gold is acting around this channel. Look at this. Price tapped here, tapped the top of the channel, a little bit of distortion here, and collected some sort of support here. Liquidity went up on the channel, tapped the channel one more time, went up, tapped the channel, and rejected the gray area, filled the wick on the left-hand side, and started going down back in the channel. It's very interesting. Very interesting. For now, there's nothing except for consolidation in pound yen. Pound yen, sorry, not pound yen, gold. You would want to stay away from gold. Definitely stay away from gold. There's nothing that is fascinating. Stay away from gold. I will have to stay away from gold. Okay. Okay, so we are closing above this range. So if this is the range, so if this here is some sort of range here, price is actually trying to move above. So if it's actually breaking the resistance, and if it's going to actually break this 1838, 890 level, and potentially get a close somewhere around there, we can get some buys. All right, so that's what we're going to wait for. Gold buys, pound yen buys. So let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Very interesting price action. Interesting price action. A minute, 4 seconds. Interesting. It's very interesting here. Interesting. Very interesting. What's happening here? Is gold in an uptrend in a smaller time frame? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Yeah, I would ideally want to wait for a candle close above 1838, 890 for any sort of clear buys in gold. But gold is in a dirty range, man. It's sort of dangerous to be around this range. So let's see. Let's see if we can actually get any sort of buys. Any sort of buys. So what I'm going to do is I'll actually erase this channel. That channel was really funny in gold in 1 hour yesterday. Very interesting. Interesting sort of price action. So we are waiting for 17 more minutes. So the question we're going to ask this current 1 hour candle is it going to close back in the range, or is it going to actually close above and sort of leave this area? If this candle is going to close above from the away from this range, ideally the next candle should reject it and we could get some sort of buys. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. That is correct. Just waiting. On pound yen, waiting for buys. On gold, waiting for buys. The price action is not so clear. To be precise, the price action is not very clear. It's not easy. It's not easy to trade. Not easy to trade gold, not easy to trade pound yen, so I have to wait. 4 hours is ranging, so no clear price action. 2. So the previous 2 hour candle has no wick on the bottom and it's bearish. The current 2-hour candle is bullishing up. It's very close to this 153.840 level. Have to be careful. Have to be careful. All right. So I think there's still some uptrend. Let's see. 16 more minutes left for this hourly to close. 30 minutes to close. Let's see. I am only gonna trade confirmations. I need to get a quality trade. I'm not gonna rush in any sort of trade, man. Not gonna rush in any sort of trade. Not gonna rush in any sort of trade. Not going to rush in any sort of trade. Okay. Let's see if hourly could give me some sort of traffic on the left. Some sort of traffic on the left. Do we have any traffic on the left? On hourly. Do we have any sort of traffic? Oh, no, we don't. Do we? Come on. Give me some traffic. I need some traffic on the left. Let's see if we have some sort of traffic here. No traffic, no traffic. Yep, looks like no traffic here. Anyways. Okay. So. Yeah, man, today looks like another ranging day here. No price action. I do like ranges because once price start ranging, I do know that, you know what, it's going to break in some sort of direction. And once we break, there's a higher chance of retest. So once we get the retest, we have a higher confirmation. So I'm just waiting for that. Just waiting for that. Gonna take some food. Yep, 100% right. Just take some food. I'm having my papaya here. Papaya. I'm having my papaya today. Papaya day. Hopefully we could get some sort of rejection from the top on Wednesday. So tonight, after NYSC, there is a pound news. So if we could get some sort of volume with this Bailey's speaking sort of event, that could be beautiful. That could be beautiful. So if he's going to bring in some volume and he's going to reject that level, man, that'll be beautiful. So the Sydney's market is going to close in the next 12 minutes. Are we going to get any volume in the next 12 minutes? Are we going to get any sort of volume in the next 12 minutes? So this is a very interesting situation because if you look at it, this tells you that, you know what, this range was a dirty range, price broke up, and this was the first candle that broke up, right? This is a Monday candle, not a Wednesday, Thursday candle. That's a Monday candle that broke up, and there was another daily range, which price broke above without any hesitation. Just continued up from Tokyo market to the NYSE, just continued up. So is price moving up with volume after weeks of consolidation? After weeks of consolidation. So if it's actually breaking above these dirty ranges, we need some sort of retest, right? Ideally, we need some sort of retest. If it's actually moving up with the volume, with a lot of volume, we need some sort of retest around these levels. So if the price is not going to give a deeper retest all the way till this range, at least it should retrace and retest at this level, right? So let's see what happens. That should be the ideal case. So what's going to happen here? Is Bailey speaking going to bring in some volume in the market? Man, just waiting. And this daily candle is the first to break above that level and close. Break above and close above this resistance too. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. 4 hour is still ranging. There's nothing happening in 4 hour, just ranging. Pure ranging. 2 hour ranging. Just ranging price action. 1 hour, just ranging. Just ranging. 1 hour is going to close in the next 9 minutes. Next 9 minutes. Oh, man. Looks like it's going to be a blank day today. Nothing. Nothing happening in the market. May. Is May setting up for its further days? What's happening in pound yen? All right, pound AUD. Pound AUD looks like pound AUD moved with a lot of structure. Okay, so this is interesting in pound AUD as well. So the Australian market's going to close in the next 9 minutes, and the daily candle, last daily candle closed above this resistance level, which is interesting, and is very close to this daily level. So is this daily candle rejecting that level and heading down? Because this is a Monday volume, and is the weekly candle going to correct that? What's happening? The weekly candles in pound AUD looks like a lot of range. A lot of range. A lot of range. Daily broke above that level. 4 hour. Current 4 hour is bearish. Not sure if it's grabbing its liquidity on the bottom bit before moving up. We have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. Okay. Not a fan of buying around resistance. Have to be clever here. Staying away from the market. Definitely staying away from the market here. Pound AUD. 1 hour is just flat ranging. Nothing. Just ranging. What's going to happen in the next 7 minutes here? Is the market going to get some sort of direction? What's happening? Are we going to close, for example, if this was the potential support and the price is rejecting the top bid, if the price is actually rejecting that top bid, the daily level. And if this could give us some sort of resistance and break the support, are we gonna get sells in pound AUD? What's happening? Or maybe here. Price is just ranging. We should know when the price is ranging, and definitely the price is ranging. Definitely the price is ranging. Daily level. Daily level. Pound AUD. 50 pips of range. Okay. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. 2 hour. Very interesting here. Okay. Okay. GJ. GJ is still in that range. Hasn't broke above, hasn't broken below. GJ is in a blank range. Nothing there. Collecting orders. Not sure where the market is. Up here. So the hourly is going to close in the next 3 minutes. That's when the Aussie market's closing up. Are we going to get some sort of volume? Some sort of volume. All right. So GA definitely looks cleaner for potential sells. I'm keeping my eye open for any GA sell too. So if this is a range and price could close below, leave this area one more time, we could get a potential sell. And if price starts heading below daily level, there could be a higher chance price could correct the movement from this Monday push. So this Monday push could be corrected. Let's see. I'm waiting. Just waiting for GA sales. Let's see. Once price starts breaking this support, starts heading below this gray area, there could be potential sales coming in. Potential sales coming in. All right. So in 3 minutes, are we going to get any sort of volume in 3 minutes here? Are we going to get some sort of volume in the next 3 minutes? Interesting. Is gold pushing up? Two minutes. Wow. Wowie kawowie. All right, so the 4-hour is almost engulfing the previous 4-hour. Is this 4-hour candle in GA a liquidity grab on the bottom side of the range before it heads up, or what's happening? What's happening? I don't like ranges. So if we could actually break below and we could close, man, that'll be good. Obviously, the price is printing lower lows and lower highs from the rejection. So if this was a potential rejection on the 4-hour daily time frame, whatever candles are in the 15-minute candle time frame, the candles are printing lower lows and lower highs. So potentially, if we could get any closer below this level, 1.80 level, that could be a cleaner sales. So just wait, just waiting here. Just waiting. Just waiting. 20 more seconds. Price is definitely in a range. We are not in any sort of position. I am not in any sort of position here. The best idea is to wait. For pound AUD, waiting for sales. So for GBPJPY, waiting for price to break some sort of level, either above or below. Let's see what happens. So the Aussie market has closed. Let's see if there's going to be any sort of volume here. Aussie market just closed. Just closed. How is the pairs? How are the pairs going to be affected here? How are the pairs going to be affected? All right. Looks like previous 30-minute candle did close bearish. So if this 30-minute candle could grab its liquidity on the top and start heading down, that'll be good. That could be good. Let's just see, because the price is in a range. We can only the best thing we can do is just wait and anticipate price breaking in either of the direction. If it's gonna break and retest, we could get a cleaner buy or cleaner sell. So just waiting. Aussie market has closed just 1 minute before. So that's very interesting here. Price is in a range in GA. Is GA pushing down? What's happening? GA, come on, give us some sort of direction, GA. So the previous hourly did reject the top and close bearish, a healthy bearish candle. Hopefully we could get some sort of sell. Some sort of sell below 180, 130 level. 180, 130 level, 180, 130, 180, 130. Do we have sales in GA? What's happening in GA? Are we still in an uptrend? How is the volume going to react? So we are in the pre-London right now. So the London market is going to open up in the next 57 minutes. So it's very interesting how pound AUD, pound yen is going to break. So the pound yen looks really dirty because we do have potential hourly support right close by. Right, if there's any sell coming in after the price could actually break below this ranges or consolidation, it's still looking funny. Pound yen is actually looking funny. So let's just look if gold could offer any sort of buys. Okay, so the previous hourly closed with a wick on the top. The current current hourly has grabbed its liquidity on the bottom, so it has to leave this area. Has to definitely leave this area. Is very close to this area. So if you look at this, if this was considered if this was considered a range, so the previous hourly just closed above, which is not enough. Ideally, not enough. So if this current hourly is leaving the area, that's good. We just need a candle close above 1838.890. So that's what we're gonna wait here for. Until then, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna play some music, and I'm actually going to unmute my friends and all the Zoom panels, and that'll be good. That will be good. That would be good. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. So on gold, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set a alert. I'm just gonna relax, man. I'm switching. I'm rapidly switching from the chart. So what I'm gonna do is the best thing I can do is just shut the chart, stop flirting around the chart, and look for some sort of proper structure. So that's what I'm gonna do. GA looks appealing to me, so I'm just gonna focus on GA here. GA looks appealing. Let's see. $18.35. Interesting. Interesting. It's very interesting. No trade range. Looks like we are just ranging. Just ranging. There is nothing in the market that's fascinating me here. Nothing. So looked into pound AUD ranging, gold is ranging. So it's very interesting area here in gold. All right. Alrighty. Wow. Interesting situation in gold here. Very interesting. Very interesting. So the London market's going to open up in the next 58 minutes. Just waiting here. Just waiting. And waiting. Yeah, right. It's just a ranging day. If gold was to drop, it should be dropping, man. Because in 1 minute, if this 1 minute could get a chance to grab some sort of volume, it can actually drive through this clean range in 1 minute. It can definitely drive through this range, but man, it's just ranging. There's nothing. Just ranging. Pound yen ranging. Gold ranging. Not sure what this market is doing today. It's just another range day. Looks like. Range day. Rangy day. Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold. Just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. There's literally no volume in the pairs today. No volume. There's literally no volume. Literally no volume here. Okay. It's pound AUD breaking below. We have to see prices close below 180, 130 at least to start with. Gotta wait. Just gotta wait. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Alright, now looks like we're moving somewhere. Looks like we are moving somewhere. Are we moving down? That'll be beautiful. That would be beautiful. If we could move down in GA, that'll be beautiful. Baby. 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 Ooh. Baby. Alright, so now looks like price is moving somewhere. So we need this 30 minutes to start breaking the low of the previous candle. Man, we want cleaner positions today. So for any sort of cleaner position, we need the price to break this level, then start heading down. We will see what we can do. We will see what we can do. So the price seems like it's rejecting that area. If this rejection is valid and this rejection is going to carry the price even further down, correct some of the pump from yesterday's Tokyo, London, New York, then that'll be good. That will be good. But we're looking for cleaner sells. So if this is a range that the price is trying to leave, we can definitely get some sort of cleaner sell. So look at this. If this is a range here and the price is trying to leave that area, this wick is valid, and the candles rejecting from the top is something too. So if the price is leaving that area, that'll be good. That will be good. First, this candle needs to break the previous candle's low, and after that start going below 180, 130 to start with, and that way we could get cleaner sells, because we do have cleaner targets on the left hand side. So that'll be good. That would be a good day. We need this current 30-minute candle to stop flipping bearish. If if it's actually moving down. Otherwise, it's just another range day. We are not in any sort of position. We're just waiting. Just waiting, and clear off the bat, we can say that the candle is ranging. So no trade in the range. Just wait. What's happening in the pairs today? No volume. No volume. Alright, so the 30-minute is flipping bearish, which is a good sign. But we want this candle to first break this candle's low, start closing below 180, 130 to start with. So that we can get cleaner sells here. Cleaner sells. And if the price starts heading below the daily level, that's the 1,810 level, that'll be good. Let's see what's going to happen here. Very interesting. Price action. Isn't it? Oh yeah, true. Brad is true. He says, feeling in the bones, the market is awaking. That's true, man. Market seems like it's going to move somewhere. Let's just wait, because the London market's going to open up in the next 47 minutes. So hopefully we can get some sort of correction of the market, because the market's been pumping up and there's a gap on the bottom side. So let's see if GA could be traded today. GA, my friend. Let's see. We are just waiting. Wow. Pound AUD is actually doing what we wanted Pound AUD to do. So it's actually grabbed its liquidity on the top. There is a rejection on the top. It's actually in the range. So if it's going to leave this range, break this 180, 130 level, man, we are going to get some cleaner sells. So we are still waiting. The market is definitely going to move. So we are just waiting. That's the best thing to do. Just wait. Just waity and waity. So the previous 5 minute looks good. Previous 5 minutes wick on the top also tells us that it's trying to reject that area, so hopefully we can get a break below 180, 130 first. Let's see. And basing ourselves on 15 and 30 minute, that could be something nice. We got 3 more minutes left for this candle to close, and then we will see what's going to happen. 3 more minutes. Tater tots. Hello, hello. How's it going? This 30 minute has to close in the next 2 minutes. Then we will know if the market is still ranging or there's going to be some sort of volume in it. So the London market's going to open up in the next 33 minutes. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's very interesting. In my liquidity feed, this current 30 minute actually made the same low as the previous candle. It didn't actually break it. So that's funny. It says 180, 177, 180, 177. So that's interesting because the current 30-minute candle hasn't broken the previous 30-minute candle's low. So what is it trying to do? Is it trying to range here? Because it hasn't even broken the previous 30-minute candle's low. Once we break it, then we can start building confluences for our sell. But we are definitely waiting for sell. So let's see what happens. So we are just waiting. Just waiting. We are in the middle of the range. For any sort of buy, I have to wait for the candles to break at least 186.45 for cleaner buys. For cleaner buys, I have to wait for the candles to break 186.40. Yep. 186.40. Just waiting for the sales because the sales look cleaner. Let's see. Let's see how GJ looks here. All right, GJ looks as if it's actually trying to turn the points and it's actually going to down. It's actually trying to go down. So we have to wait for GJ too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alarm for GJ. So setting an alarm. Once price starts heading down in GJ, we'll definitely look into it. But GA looks a lot more cleaner than GJ, man. Trust me. GA looks a lot more cleaner. Brad here says, yeah, that respecting low gonna make me die. Yeah, man. We have to keep everything in the back of the head. All right, so the previous 30-minute candle closed doji, which is funny. So it almost means that, you know what, candle started there and end at the right spot. It didn't even break the previous candle's low. So what is this current candle going to do? Is it going to break the low and it's going to start heading down? We don't know. We are just waiting. If it's going to break the low and start heading down, that'll be a good day. Otherwise, we're just waiting. We are not in any sort of trade. Waiting is the best. Looks like today, Tuesday, is going to be another rangy day. So, all right. Kennedy Mbugua from YouTube says, what about minor supports on 15-minute? Let's just look into it. So there is a minor support here, but we are anticipating price to move with the volume, right? So if there's going to be any sort of volume, this range could be filled. And it looks cleaner than GJ. That's why I'm looking into GA. So that's one of the things too. So if there's going to be enough of volume, this rejection on the top could be valid. And we could correct the pump from Tokyo, New York in GA, in GJ as well. For me specifically, GA looks cleaner, so that's why. But 15-minute support is what it is. You know, have to be careful around those levels. But look at the 30-minute. Look at the 30-minute, dude. It's so much cleaner. And 30-minute ranges could be actually achieved. So that's something good, right? So we are basing ourselves off in the 30 and hour. So just gotta wait. There's no trade yet, you know, just gotta wait. It hasn't even broken the previous candle's low, so there's nothing here. Price is just ranging. May is setting up. May is setting up for the rest of the month. So if it's doing so, we have to be careful. Stay away from the market. Don't put in orders in a range, man. Honestly, if you put your orders in a range, it's like giving your money to the market. It's like saying, take it. You don't want to do that. Kennedy Mbugua says, hello, mate. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Can get some sort of sell, but we have to see candle close, candle breaking the low. That's what we need to see here. That's what we need to see. GA. See, are we gonna get any push in the market? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? All right, so Rad here says, I just think getting trade if previous lows question is, can volume push the price down below support? That's correct. So it's not a good idea selling near a support. You know, I just want to take a cleaner trade. That's all I want to do. I don't want to put myself in that struggle. Definitely, if there's going to be volume, there could be some sort of trade of price pushing below in GA or GJ, but man, have to wait. Have to wait for a candle close below 180, 130. Why do we have to wait for the candle close? We have to wait for the candle close because look at this. Candle tried to break the low once. Look at this. If you look at this, candle tried to go down once. Couldn't close below. Twice. Couldn't close below. Another time. Couldn't close below. Went down. Couldn't close below. So if this candle could close below, that could suggest that, you know what? It's actually leaving this area. Leaving this range. If the price is leaving that range, we can get push on the downside on the cleaner range. So that's going to be my ideal setup today. Just waiting for that. Price is moving in my way. I haven't taken any sort of positions yet. I can definitely see price moving in my way. For now, the structure seems as if a rejection and a bearish trend. So let's see how the London market's going to treat this. So we have officially broken the previous 1 hour, previous 30-minute support. So that's a good sign. That's a beautiful sign. So the price is approaching the previous 30-minute support. Are we gonna get a push all the way down? What's happening? Just waiting, man. The price is pushing down. I don't want to rush in any sort of trade because I can be wicked easily. Man, I just want to wait for the proper setup. I don't want to risk anything here. The candle's moving in my way. If I miss it, if this candle moves all the way down, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I need a cleaner trade. I definitely need a cleaner trade. Candle's moving in my way. I can see that the volume is kicking in slowly. I have to see at least a 5-minute close below there. Otherwise, it is what it is. The market's been read. We read the market. Market was consolidating. Now the rejection is playing out. If the pump in GJ is being corrected, this is a good time. This is a good time. But we have to see if this break of the support and close below 180, 130 has been established. I am waiting. I am just waiting. I don't care if the market drops down. I don't care. So the hourly is looking very good. So the question we're going to ask this current 1 hour is, it has grabbed its liquidity on the upper side. It's actually breaking the previous 1 hour support and leaving the range. If it's actually going to head down, is this current 1 hour going to close below at least this support or close below 180, 130? If it's going to close below 180, 130, maybe a position on the break of the low would be perfect. Otherwise, I'm just waiting, you know. Otherwise, I'm just waiting. GA does look clean, but I'm just waiting. I'm a big fan of waiting. So if I miss out, it doesn't really matter. So the 4 hour is straight bearish here. But I have to be careful. Have to be careful. Have to be careful. I'm just waiting for the close. So the current 1 hour is going to close in the next 21 minutes. So the question we asked already is this candle going to close below at least this support or at least below 180, 130 level for the price to further continue down in a cleaner range? Or what's happening? Just waiting here, hydrating myself, drinking a lot of water, relaxing. So that's what we want to do. Just relax. Just relax. So that's good. That's good. All right, so the current 5 minute is going to close in the next 20 seconds. It's looking good. It's actually looking good. So we do know that if the price is planning to head down, if the volume going to push the price down, we definitely know that, you know what? Price heads down, makes another lower high, and start heading down. Another lower high, then starts heading down. So if it's going to head down, I'm just going to relax here and wait for my proper setup. I can definitely see the price has a potential to go down in GA. The range is clear. I'm just waiting for a higher time frame candle to close. If I miss out, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm building my confidence. So my confidence is going to be 100%. Or at least 90% once this candle closes below. Right? So let's see. There is potential the price could actually further head down. So just waiting. So the previous 5 minute has closed below 180, 130 level, which is good to start with, which is very good. Have to wait. Have to wait for the volume to kick in. If the volume is going to push the price down, I definitely know this. I definitely know that, you know what? Price is going to head down. If it's going to give me any sort of chance, it's going to make this. It's going to make a higher low. Sorry, a lower low. It's going to make a lower low because it's heading down, right? It's going to go down and it's going to give me another chance one more time. you know what? There's another lower low. But if it's not going to give me any sort of chance, there is no trade for me. If it's just going to go head down, if it's going to head down, man, it is what it is. Because I'm not a cowboy. So just waiting. The price is heading down. There is a cleaner range on the left-hand side. The range is getting smaller to the first 15-minute rejection. But anyways, based on the 30-minute, it can actually achieve this at least. So we will wait. I will wait. I will wait. At least for this 15-minute candle to close below. So the candle's going to close in the next 2 minutes. Let's see what it does. So Kennedy Mbugua says, what if the 15-minute candle closes below the support? Is it a good idea? Yep, it's a good idea. So after the 15-minute candle closes with a healthy bearish sign with a wick on the bottom, that indicates that, you know what? If this candle closes bearish, the next candle has higher chance of further continuing down. So if it's going to continue down, we can get 10, 12 pips. So that's something good. That's something good. We just need some sort of volume in the market. That's all. If there's volume pumping in the market, we can get a position. We need to see a 15-minute at least to close below. The 15 minutes can close in the next 1 minute and 40 seconds, which is good. Which is good. Which is very good. $16 more minutes left for this hourly candle to close. So I better wait for this hourly candle to close. To be honest, you know, I feel more confident waiting for the hourly candle to close, to be honest. So the 15-minute candle is going to close in the next 50 seconds, which is perfect. Let's just see. 40 seconds. Interesting. Isn't this interesting? This is just so interesting. Look at this. If you look at this in the hourly, if this was the range, price is actually sort of leaving that range with its wick. And it's trying to close below our key level. So if it's going to close below, we can get a proper retest and further continuation down. That'll be good, 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 good. We are just waiting. I am just waiting. So the hourly is going to close in the next 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Wow, the 15-minute actually is looking good. It's actually looking good. This is beautiful. Wow. So this 15-minute candle is the first candle that closed below this level, which is good. So looking at the 30-minute candle. All right, so the 30-minute is still open. 1 hour is still open. Wow, wow, wow. There's a higher potential the price could actually further continue down, but I am just waiting for the hourly to close. I am waiting for the hourly to close. If the price is going to push down with a volume, I may get a chance once price retraces. If it's going to push down with volume, I know that, you know what? Price can make a lower high. Lower high. So that's the confidence. That's going to be my confidence here. So I'm just waiting. There's a cleaner range on the left hand side in the 30. So just waiting. No positions taken. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. So the previous 15-minute close below that level, which is good. Which is very good. So if there's some sort of volume coming in, man, that'll be beautiful. Yeah, Brad, it's gonna head down, man. If you manage your position, you have a good chance of getting a lot of pips. A lot of pips. So that's good. Good on you, Brad. Good on you. Good on you. Oh, and my gold is falling down. Gold is falling down. What's happening with gold? Oop. Oop. Mr. Gold. Is gold pushing down? What's happening with gold here? What's happening with gold? What's happening with gold? 12 minutes left for this 2 hour, 1 hour to close. Interesting price action in gold here. Interesting price action in gold. Wow, so the previous 15-minute candle did reject the top side. Let's see if we can get any sort of sales in gold here. Any sort of sales in gold. Is there any sales coming in gold? I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. Wow, 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 wow. Gold is driving through the range. Man, look at this. Good morning, Ricardo. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Interesting. I'm gonna keep an eye open for gold and my GA setup. All right, so the hour is gonna close in the next 10 minutes. GA still looks good. The structure looks like there could be a more bearish pressure coming in. So if this candle could close somewhere around here, and if the next candle does something like this, if this candle closes like this, and the next candle, just give me a second, can do something like this, reject, and start heading down, man, that'll be beautiful. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. So I haven't taken any sort of positions yet. I'm just waiting. 100% waiting. Looks like there's another waiting day for Mr. Appealing Mindset, Mr. Anuj here. So just waiting. Alright, gotta wait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait for another 4 minutes here. Another 4 minutes. Another 4 minutes here. Wow. Are we gonna push down with gold? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, looks like gold's gonna push down here. Looks like gold's gonna push down. Is the gold gonna push down? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? All right, so the pound yen, pound Aussie dollar is coming back in this range. I ideally want to see an hourly candle close below this 180, 130 level. That way I could take cleaner confidence sells. Confidence sells, otherwise I'm just waiting. This could be another waiting day for me, which is still fine. Which is just fine. So the London market's going to open up in the next 8 minutes. That's going to be interesting. Are we going to get any sort of push in GA on the downside? GA, my mate. Are we going to get any sort of push on the downside? It's very interesting. Okay. Waiting for 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes. All right, so we have one 15-minute candle closed that closed below 180, 130 level, which is good. So the current 15-minute candle is kind of hanging around the level. If we could get a rejection around the close, that'd be good. That will be good. That way I could take another sell. Not another. That way I could take a proper clear sales. So just waiting. I think my friend Rad is still running on with the trade. I think his trade is still on, which is good. So let's see. I haven't taken any sort of position. I want to take a cleaner, clear, confident sell. So waiting. Just waiting. Just waiting. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. All right, so if the YouTube guys or if the Zoom guys have any sort of question, just shoot it at me. Maybe we could discuss some ideas. So we are just waiting. We are just waiting, so we could take requests and we could take any sort of questions. So definitely recommend anybody shooting any sort of question here. So still waiting for this hourly candle in GA to close. So hopefully we could get some sort of close.
Well, folks,
below 180, 130.
Sorry. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby.
Good morning, Anu.
Good morning, Jamil. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good. You?
I am well. Thank you for asking.
Okay. All right. If you want to look at USD CAD, if you want.
USD CAD. Let's look at USD CAD here. Woohoo! Our USD CAD looks like it's ranging in a ranging price action. It's in a dirty ranging price action. So it looks like we are in a downtrend in hourly in USD CAD. So it's very interesting here. I don't see anything happening. So buys above this level will still be more conservative for me. So buys still conservative. Let's look at the daily. So yep, there is a gap on the top. So if there's any chance the gap will be filled, we have to wait. We have to wait for a daily support to form. So I don't see. Wow, it's just been bearishing down. USD CAD has been bearishing down for some time now. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. look at the 4 hour. So 4 hour has created some sort of resistance. So if the price is actually trying to head down, there could be cleaner sales below this level here. But we have to look at the traffic on the left-hand side and see what's happening there. What's happening on the traffic on the left-hand side? Is there any traffic? No traffic? I don't think so. Is this all-time lows? Is this an all-time low here? What's up with USD CAD? Interesting. I actually don't have traffic here. This doesn't allow me to see traffic on the left-hand side. But looks like this is an all-time low. So if the price has been dropping for some time, there could be a correction on the upside. So I would wait for the candles to actually fill the gap. But the price in overall sense looks like it's dropping down, man. If it's gonna drop down, you have to sort of wait like to see a candle structure like this, retesting the low, and simply this. And another thing is US dollar. Dollar seems like it could be going through a recovery phase from the NFP's drop. So if this is happening, you may get a correction. You may get a correction on the upside. For now, there is no higher time frame support except for 4 hour. So maybe any sort of buys. Yeah, this in 4 hours seems like a range here. Range. Interesting. Interesting price levels.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was looking for a strong buy. So we'll see.
We will see. All right. So the GA 1 hour candle is going to close in the next 40 seconds, which is interesting because it's actually hanging around that level, is not closing below. So the question we're going to ask this current 1 hour candle is it going to close below this previous 1 hour support at least to continue further down, or is it going to go back in the range? If it's going to go back in the range, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. But I would love to take any sort of trade that is a correction of this pumped market. So let's see what happens. So the hourly candle is closing in the next 10 seconds. I'm not in any sort of trade. I'm just waiting to see how this hourly candle closes here. Interesting. So we are in the London open time now. So the London market has opened. It's very interesting. Let's see how the London market is going to push the market here. Is it going to push it somewhere? So the 2 hour looks, it's just ranging. Look at this, ranging market. It's just ranging. Just ranging market. So 4 hour has 2 more hours left for its close. So the previous hourly candle definitely did leave a wick on the downside. So if it's actually going to be filled, we have to see at least, I have to see a 15-minute candle close below this level. At least. Or if there's a volume driving the price down, I have to see candles breaking the previous 15-minute candles low. If there's any volume, that's going to drive the price down. So let's see. Still waiting. Just waiting. So this is another interesting fact, right? About GA. For example, if this maneuver here was a fake out in 15 minutes, if that was a fake out, and because we can definitely see the price actually tried to go down below once, twice, another time, couldn't close below. If this close, if this is a fake out, and if the candles start breaking the high and start going back in the range, there could be a buying possibility too. So I'm going to see how I can take any sort of buys here. So that's going to be based in the fake out sort of idea. So the 30-minute has rejected that support. Has actually rejected the support. So what's happening in the market here is just in a consolidation. It's ranging. So the current hourly is bullishing up. Very interesting. Alrighty. So the daily candle has made its proper lower wick. Alright, so if it's actually continuing up, it can actually continue up from here because it has made its proper wick. Proper lower wick. So what's happening? For the buys, obviously the structure doesn't seem clear. The structure definitely doesn't look clear. So we have to wait. I have to wait. I have to wait. 26. For any sort of sell, I still have to wait for at least a 15-minute candle to close below 180, 130 level. Otherwise, if it's a ranging market, London is not going to push with any sort of volume. I have to wait. I have to wait. All right, so Kennedy here is spamming the chart. GJ is closing out of the consolidation. Oh, I don't think so. GJ is still ranging. Kennedy, my mate, you are spamming the chart. Spamming the chat. So I would appreciate if you could actually not spam the chat. You don't need to send the same message 3 times, right? Come on. Maybe once. Maybe once. I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate you. Complicate you. I'm a simple man. Alright, so the GA price, it rejected the bottom bit. Interesting how this support was respected. Now it's breaking the highs. It's very interesting. We are first few minutes in the London session. How is the market going to move here? We are in the first few minutes of London session. If this support is respected and this key level has been respected, is the price going to continue further up? But for that, we need to see some sort of higher time frame support here first. Because if the price is planning to move up, we have to see some sort of support. There is a range here. It's in a consolidation, so we strictly have to see some sort of support. Maybe starting with a 15 or a 30 minute. Let's see what's happening here. Is this a fake out here? Let's see, trying to be fluid in the market here. Trying to be fluid in the market. Trying to be fluid, but we are not taking any positions. We have to see some sort of confirmation in the market. Alright, so the previous hourly candle in gold closed below this support area. Still price is hanging around the range. If it's actually trying to leave the range, this candle grabbing its liquidity on the top is valid. But if there's any sort of sell coming in gold, we have to see candle rejecting this area like the previous candle. Look at this candle here. Look at this candle. It rejected that area. We have to see something similar. So if this current candle is going to reject this area, that could be good for sales. Have to wait. Have to wait. So if gold is actually dropping, this does make sense. Gold drop, so this does make sense, right? Drop, consolidate, drop, consolidate. So let's see what's happening. Are we gonna get some sort of drop in gold? Have to wait and see. Interesting day. No quality trades here. Just waited and waited. Still waiting for this 15-minute candle to close, flip. I'm keeping my eye open and keeping my eye laser focused on gold and pound Aussie dollar here. Let's see what happens. Is this actually happening? Is price in gold doing something like this? Have to wait. So in gold, if this right here is a proper range in gold hourly, and if the previous hourly did leave that area, close below the supports and everything, this current 1 hour going up, grabbing its liquidity before heading down is valid. So that could be a valid idea. Just have to wait for the candles, at least the hourly, to flip in our direction, and maybe we could get some sale here. That could be good. That could be good. Let's wait and see. Interesting.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you, Red? How's it going?
Perfectly. Already secured my 10 pips on GA.
Oh, that's good. Did you take buys?
Yeah, I did, because, you know, if you can put the GA, yeah, and 30 minutes first. This was my trade. Okay. 30 minutes, yeah. On the upside, you can see the fake out, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, over there. Engulfing bearish, and I was like thinking to take this trade to downside to create on the 15 minute, if you can put there right now 15 minute, please. The lower low, if you see there. Same situation I see like very often on GJ. I spotted it like 3 weeks ago, I think, and
Good.
I was like take it, risk it, because you can see it very often. Doesn't matter on which chart, but if you have a fake out on the top and cover it by next engulfing, for example, bearish, there is a high chance that we are going down, create lower low, and push the price up. And I will be not surprised if we will break the previous high, the previous resistance.
Yep, that makes sense. That does make sense. Look at this. So the price actually did a fake out on the bottom. The price is bullishing up. This is very interesting. It's driving back in the range. And look at this, very interesting price action. And we called out sells, waited for sells. Obviously didn't work out. Volume is pushing the price all the way up. So that's very interesting. In gold, I'm looking to take sells. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Right now I have my full runner on the previous resistance, so perfect one.
Perfect. If that's a fake out, the price could actually drive even further up.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting for you.
15 pips in profit right now, so
that's good.
For the day.
That's good. Beautiful. You were fluid in the market, that's all. Which is good.
Like, I didn't call it because I want to try it many times.
Yes.
But mostly I see it works. It works perfectly.
Alrighty, so are we gonna get any sort of gold sell here? What's happening? Are we gonna get any sort of gold sell? Interesting. Okay, so the current 1 hour does what we said it would do. Perfect. If it's actually rejecting this range, there's a higher chance the price could actually further continue down, feel the wick on the downside. So I have to wait for the hourly to flip in our direction. If it's actually falling, if the gold price is actually falling, man, that'll be good. That will be good. That could be really good. Just waiting here. Just waiting here. Is London volume going to push the gold price all the way down? What's happening? What's happening? Waiting here. Okay, so Jamie wants me to look at USD CAD. Right, let's just look at the USD CAD here. Alrighty, so USD CAD. So the hourly has broken above the previous hourly resistance. If this hourly is going to close above this resistance, there could be a high chance of correction in the price. So the gap could be filled in the daily time frame too. I definitely see that gap being filled. So I have to wait for the hourly candle to close, or at least the 30-minute to start with. So the 30-minute in the USD CAD is going to close in the next 13 minutes. 15-minute has closed, which is a good sign, but obviously there's not so clear traffic here. Traffic is kind of dirty, so Want to wait for the 30-minute hourly to close. That way you can base yourself in the hourly, and the gap in the daily could be fulfilled as well. So I have to wait. I have to wait in USD CAD buys. So gold 4 hour is extremely bearish. So 2 hour. Looking at 2 hour. 2 hour is bearish too. It has flipped bearish. Interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. So the hourly has flipped bearish too. What's happening here? 30-minute is bearish, is rejecting that range. More than likely gold is dropping. More than likely gold is dropping. So let's see. So I'm going to head to the toilet and come back in just a second. Alrighty. Are we gonna get gold sell here? Hourly, 40 more minutes. Hourly is still hanging around there. So the current hourly definitely looks like, you know what? This was the range. Price broke below the support. So the current hourly in the gold is sort of leaving the area with its wick. So if you could actually break down with volume, we can feel the wick on the left hand side and further continue down if that's the case. So just waiting here for the hourly to flip in our direction. Let's see. Just waiting and see.
So this chart what I post in the chat was same situation on GJ couple weeks ago, and was a time when I start thinking about, okay, we have a fake out to upside and we have a fake out to downside. What's going on the market?
Oh, and I am in the gold trade. Let's see if it's gonna play out. Oh, not yet, not yet, not in yet, not in yet. Let's see if the volume is gonna push the price down in gold. Let's see, very interesting here. Very interesting. Gold definitely looks like it could actually drop down. So if it's gonna drop down, that'll be good, man. That will be good. That will be good. That will be a good payday here. Is the gold dropping down, or is it gonna come back in the range? If If it's gonna come back in the range, I am on the go to manage my risk. On the go to manage my risk. Oh, so stop loss is somewhere around here. Let's see. If I get stopped out, that'll be ridiculous. Because the trade is based on 1 minute, 5 minute. Hourly is flipping in our direction, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Are we gonna get a push down in gold? More than likely. More than likely. More than likely. Interesting price action. Man, oh man. Are we gonna get a push on the downside? More than likely. Just waiting here. So the current 1 minute has broken the previous 1 minute high, which is looking funny. So I have to be on the go to manage my trade for now. For now, I'm still in it. So I have to wait for another 1 more minute to tell me that, you know what? If I'm gonna stay in this trade, or if I'm gonna close this trade. So it definitely looks probable. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 15 more minutes left. 6 more minutes left. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. Let's see. And the 5 minutes is going to close in the next 1 minute here. Are we going to drop down? What's happening? Gold. Are we going to drop down, or are we going to hit this stop loss? What's happening, gold? What's happening, gold? What's happening, gold? Is very close to my stop loss, and I'm out of the trade. I am out of the trade. Come on, gold, mate. All right, so this was a trade based on the hourly flip and 5 minute. So the 5 minute candle was actually breaking the previous 5 minute candle, so low. It's coming back in the range, which is very funny. Because if gold had to move down, it should have pierced through this clean range. But man, it's just bullishing up now. Looks like there's nothing, so I'm not going to take any other trade today. So that should be it. That should be it. That should be it. That should be it. So nothing. So gold did attract me for sells, but man, didn't play out. Didn't play out at all. Didn't play out at all. It went into 1-2 pips profit, and there was nothing. So that was about 9-10 pips. 9 or 10 pips, something like that. But it's okay. It's okay, because I have the whole week left. So losses are part of the game. So if you risk it for the biscuit, sometimes you just risk it. So another day fighting with the wolves of the market, trading gold very hard. This week, trading gold hard. Monday, didn't see anything. Tuesday, saw something on a 5 minute and a 1 minute price just bullished up. Not a good feeling here. Not a good feeling. So the 15 minutes is going to close in the next 3 minutes. Let's see how it's going to close. Is it going to go back in the range, or is it going to drive down? Interesting. It's very interesting. So this is something my friend Rad saw today. Fake out to continue up. And we have here some kind of high low. Okay. After fake out to continue up, we have another fake out. Oop. Okay, interesting. Interesting. All right, so the gold is just ranging at the moment. So it seemed as if gold had a potential to fall right here, but it just rejected it. Interesting. And the price is going bearish now. Look at this. So there's no volume, man. Come on. We need some sort of volume in the market. There's no volume, no trade. So that was it. So I think GA's fake out on the bottom side was the trade. So this was the trade right here. That was the trade on GA. That was definitely the trade. GA's fake out on the bottom. This was the trade. So when I'm going to look back into the trade, what I'm going to do is, this is the journal, right? So the journal is, I waited for the 1 hour to close. This 1 hour candle didn't close below, and suggested that, you know what, respecting this support, this could be a fake out. On the 30-minute, on GA, 30-minute definitely was respecting this support. On the GA 15-minute, so that seemed almost like a fake out here. So this was almost like a fake out. The next candle did retrace all the way down, respected this level, and started heading down. Maybe a buy on the break of this high with a 10 pips stop below this level could have been possible. That could have been possible because we spotted a fake out. So this is something I journaled. That's something I'm going to look out for. So gold definitely broke some of the hearts here. It's actually going down now. Look at this. This is a naughty gold price action. Naughty gold price action. Very naughty and interesting. So the current 1 hour is still below this level. Interesting. Very interesting. 20 more seconds. 17 more seconds. Is this the 30-minute in gold gonna flip bearish? What's happening? What's happening? All right, so close bullish. Interesting. Man, this 15-minute candle broke a lot of people's heart. Honestly, definitely can see it. Because this 15-minute candle started breaking the low. On the 1 minute, on 5 minute, looked so good. Definitely looked good. And suddenly started breaking the high. That was a heartbreaking candle here. Heartbreaking candle. The 5 minute seems it's consolidating, it's ranging. So there's nothing on 5 minute right now. But man, gold is a naughty bastard here. A cheeky bastard. Come on, gold. What is gold doing? What is it doing? I'm just thinking how I can give it another try. I'm just waiting to see if I can give it another try. Can I give it another try by any chance? Can I give it another chance? Should I give it another chance? I'm thinking now. I'm thinking because the price is so ranging. If there was volume, I could definitely give another try. If there was enough volume, I could definitely give it another try. But I don't see volume here. That's the tricky bit. If you look at this, price is just ranging here. There's no volumes. If there was enough volume, I could give it another try. But should I give it another try? So when I question myself that, I'm like, maybe no. Maybe no. Maybe I should just call it a day and wait for New York to give me another quality setup. Because it is what it is. At the end of the day, losses are part of the game. But this this gold 15-minute candle was the heartbreaking candle. Look at this. This 15-minute candle was the heartbreaking candle. Anyways, there's still a cleaner range on the bottom side, but it's very interesting. So GA was the trade. GA fake out on the bottom side was the trade. Look at this. After it did the fake out, man, the price started making high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows. This is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So GA was the trade. Waited for sells, didn't get any confirmation, didn't execute. Fake out was spotted, but focused on gold. So the flirting between the symbols between the pair was not a good idea. So definitely next time we're not going to flirt around like this. Not going to flirt around, because GA was good. Not the best place to capitalize on, but man, that was good. Not the best place to capitalize on, but that was it. That was it. And the daily candle has made its proper lower wick too. So if it's going to continue further up, man, we may get a push all the way up to this target here. So we may get a push all the way to here. Oh, something's wrong. So we may get a push all the way here. That's very interesting. Because look at the size of the yesterday's daily candle. If it was to correct it, if the market was to correct the volume, the price action, it should start correcting it, which it hasn't. It hasn't started correcting it. So what's happening? Is the price just going to continue up, stop breaking the daily highs, daily low, and getting out of the consolidation? What's happening? So this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so the 4 hour has grabbed its liquidity on the bottom bit. Look at this. Look at the wick. Looks like there's more potential for the 4 hour to further continue up. Looks like there is more potential for the 4 hour to continue up. But the 2 hour is just straight ranging barcode pattern. There's nothing. When it's barcode, you have to stay away. But the fake out and capitalizing on the fake out idea was something to journal. 100% something to journal. That was the trade. Waited for confirmation for sales, didn't get it. Got a fake out sort of a maneuver, had to capitalize on it, but man, missed out on it. Thank you, Ricardo. He says, done for London, everything is ranging. Thank you, and see you guys tomorrow. 100%, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow then. So I'm gonna wait here for another 15 to 20 minutes, and gonna see how the market's gonna move. And honestly, it's not looking good. It's not looking the best. The market's not looking the best. So just have to be patient here. Now, gold did break hard. So it looks like gold doesn't have enough volume to further continue down, neither further continue up. So if it's just ranging, it is what it is. Interesting. So the 15-minute candle was the heartbreaker. So I also figured out that, you know what, if there was a volume, I could have given this trade a second chance. But since there was no volume, I didn't give this trade a second chance. I was like, no, that's good enough. Because the candles are printing side by side. So there's no volume in the pairs. Literally no volume. If there was any volume, gold should have pierced through these levels all the way down. So the 1 minute and 5 minute managed trade with the confluence of 1 hour flip didn't work out. gold is just ranging. Oh, interesting. Pound yen is moving finally. Interesting. Alright, so the pound yen candles are clearly leaving the range, which is good. So pound yen candles are clearly leaving this range. That's good. That's something really good. Look at this. Leaving the range, which is good. So if the candles are planning to move up, so this is something I'm going to look at in our London session, in the New York session, to see if we could get any sort of volume pushing the price further up. If there's any price movement on the upside happening, we have to see first candles closing above this level for any cleaner buys, and we can definitely get buys. Definitely get buys. Does anybody have an access to the traffic on the left hand side on GJ? Does anybody have access to the traffic on the left hand side? The 1 hour is ranging in pound yen. So the current 1 hour is leaving that range, which is a good sign. We have to see this current 1 hour, which has 20 minutes left for its close, to at least close above 153.840 to start with. And then maybe a close of this level, 153.980 level. That way we can get buys. But man, honestly, the market is just ranging. There's all ranges here. Gave one trade a try, gold trade a try, looking for the reward, but man, it did what it did. An ugly maneuver with the 15-minute candle. So that just didn't work out at all. The candle started breaking low, started going the direction 1 hour was flipping bearish, but obviously no volume, no trade. So close that trade. So looking at GA was the trade. So technically analyzed, all of the analogy was there, just didn't execute because it was flirting around with the charts, which is a very bad habit. So now for the next day, what we're going to do is once we spot a technical analysis somewhere, we're going to stick to it. No flirting around. No flirting around. I'm going to constantly remind myself, no flirting around. Just go with one trade. Bang. This technical was not the best place to capitalize it. Honestly, this fake out was not the best place to capitalize on, but it worked. It worked out. So the stop loss was decent and take profit in the top of the range, which was achieved. So next time this happens, we are not gonna flirt around the charts. Pound yen on the move up. Okay. I can see the possibilities, but no confirmations yet. No confirmations yet. So this is the first 1 hour that's closing outside the range, so you have to be careful IR. So I don't take the first wave. That's something I've been doing, right? So unless it's a really volatile pair, unless there's a lot of volume and it just pierces the level. So could we have taken a trade on pound yen? No, man, no. Honestly, no trade. Trust me, no trade. Because this is the first hour that's closing away from the range, right? You have to see a proper close. Similar idea to pound AUD. So we waited for pound AUD to close properly below the level, right? Similar here, we're waiting for a candle to close above. So potentially, if we could get some sort of close above this range, that tells us that, you know what, there's a higher chance price could further continue up. But what's the recent rejection here? That's the recent rejection, which is not very far, which is like how many pips? 9 pips far away. So you don't want to trade in a 9 pips range. Too dangerous. Honestly, too dangerous. So have to wait for this hourly to close above, then take a trade. Anything here in this range, honestly, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take any trade here. Doesn't look good. Look at the 15-minute. It's an ugly range. Look at the 30-minute. Ugly range. So there's no chance I would have taken this trade. So if this hourly closes outside the range or even above this resistance and potentially for move up from 153.980 level, that could be a potential buy level here. Yeah, the 5-minute looks like it's actually leaving the area. Look at the 5 minutes wick. It looks like it's actually leaving the area. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be back in a second. It looks like pound yen is actually going to leave that area. Just give me a second. And we are back one more time. All right, so all right, so we are moving a little bit in the market here. Gold just ranging. Pound yen. So these are music from YouTube library, so you can actually get it for free. YouTube library. So I was actually searching for psychedelic music online, and I searched free psychedelic music YouTube library, blah 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 blah, and some of the music showed up, and apparently it's copyright free. So pretty good, isn't it? I like it. I like the music. Good beat, I know. It is relaxing. All right, so it looks like pound yen is moving finally moving. But it's the start of the week. It's the start of the month, and obviously I can't expect a lot of movement in the market because it's setting up, collecting orders, ranging. Obviously, after a few days, after its first week, it's definitely going to be off to races. It's going to move. It's definitely going to move. So after its first, second week, man, midway through the month, we're going to get some sort of move. So for now, just relaxing here. Relaxing with my mate, trying to see what's happening. So pound yen is actually trying to move. Looking at the 4 hour. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. So the 4 hour has broken the previous 4 hour resistance and is very close to this smaller time frame resistance. That's 153.980 level. Right. So I am waiting for buys above 153.980 level, and 2 hours seems like it's broken the previous 2 hour resistance too, sort of rejecting the top side. It is almost halfway through. So the hourly candle is coming into close in the next 9 minutes. And it's going to be interesting if this hourly candle, is it going to close above, or is it going to come back below this range? Come back below the range, below 153.840 level. If it's going to come back in the range, man, literally there's no volume in the market, which is very bad. Because obviously we need some sort of volume. But if this hourly candle closes above with a healthy wick on the top, more than likely the next hourly candle could fill it and further move up. So let's just look at this. Okay, so the 30-minute is rejecting, coming back in the range. Is not a nice image to see here. Looking at the 15-minute candle, so the current 15-minute candle is bearish, almost engulfing the previous candle. Man, this is not a good situation. Not a good situation, to be honest. Literally, there is no trade. Literally, there's no trade. One trade with gold, impulsive sales. Man, it didn't work out. Didn't work out at all. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm trying to see if there's anything happening in pound AUD. Anything happening in pound AUD? Interesting. Pound AUD. So the current 1 hour has broken above the previous 1 hour rejection level, which is good. Now, this is where we have to be laser focused one more time. Once price starts breaking above 186.45 level, there could be a buying opportunity there. There could be a buying opportunity. But again, we have to rely on some sort of volume. So hopefully we can get a volume around a New York session. Because London session, man, obviously, this is not supposed to be this is not how a London session is supposed to be. There's supposed to be volume in either direction. There's supposed to be a market correction or market continuation. This is nothing. Market is just ranging, so there's literally no trades, honestly. I'm just gonna wait for New York session to give us some sort of opportunity. But definitely, maybe Tokyo, London didn't give any volume to the market, didn't induce any sort of volume in the market. Hopefully New York is going to induce, or at least NYSC. So I'm going to see if I can capitalize around that volume time. For now, there's nothing. Look at this candle. Look at this candle. It's just side by side printing. There's nothing. Literally nothing. Candle's coming back in the range. 5 more minutes left for its close. 5 more minutes left for its close. So I suggest, guys, to stay away from the market. Don't overtrade. Don't over risk. Nothing. Just staying away from the market. Once price starts moving with clear volume and clear sort of a structure to read, man, we have enough target on the downside, enough target on the upside. So that'll be beautiful. So wait for that. I'm gonna wait for the volume to kick in and start pushing the price somewhere. That way I can capitalize. That way I can pay myself for the month, pay myself for the week, man. Until then, this is just bullshit. Just bullshit. 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 So hopefully Bailey speaking is gonna move the market, man, because Bailey is gonna speak today after NYSE. So Bailey, Mr. Bailey is speaking, so that's something interesting. That's something really interesting. And he's gonna speak tomorrow around pre New York again. Oh, interesting. They definitely want to push the price somewhere. So either this news or this event should push the price somewhere. So that's something I'm going to look out for. Definitely going to look out for that. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will wait for the Mr. Bailey to give out some sort of volume in the market, man. He has to push the market. Yeah, and there is no trade at all. Man, I wouldn't be in buy position in GJ right now. No. 100% you wouldn't. So IR was saying GJ is moving up. Man, IR, you got to be careful. If you're in any sort of buys, just manage your position, because that was the first 1 hour to break above, see? And it didn't even close, so it just broke above. And there's nothing, it's coming back in the range. So what's this? So is this another fake out or something? What's happening? It's important. So you just gotta relax. Who knows? Maybe next is Wickfield. Oh, that could be the case. That could be the case. But there's no volume, man. So when there's no volume, I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna wait to see 4 hours and daily moving in a consistent way. That's something I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna wait for 4 hours and daily to move consistently. So that could be another day for me. That could be Wednesday or Thursday paying me some money. So I'm just gonna wait for that, and that way I could get enough pips. So until then, I think I'm gonna call it a day in the next 3 minutes here. Literally no trade. Pound AUD was a trade with a technical analysis, but not the best place to capitalize on. So very interesting. This fake out here was the trade. So in the guys in the YouTube, if you don't know what happened, how do we call the fake out? This maneuver was showing us it was a fake out. Look at this. Now the price is just ranging. Man, what the hell is this? What's happening here? It's rejecting the top side, it's rejecting the bottom side. So if it's going to consolidate hard in the higher time frame, it's gonna burst out somewhere. So we just have to wait. Gonna stay away from GJ in my opinion. Better buys is above 154. I don't like the rejection. Yep, that's right. I'm gonna stay away too. I'm gonna stay away from gold, stay away from GJ until there's some sort of volume. Man, oh man. Okay, bro, thanks for today. Streaming, see you next day. I will see you next day, guys. Take care. I think I'm gonna call it a day too. So don't overtrade. Relax and wait for the markets to move. You don't need to force any trade. Just have a beautiful day. If actually pound yen is trying to move up, we can definitely get buys above 153, 980 potentially. So until then, wait. Until then, wait and have a beautiful day. So I'm actually gonna call it a day. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Ricky Bobby, and thanks all the guys that showed up. That was good support. And have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Bye bye, Anush.
Bye,
Sorry,
Jamil. Take
I was
it
a bit
easy.
busy.
No, that's okay.
With some work, but I'll be more active tomorrow.
No, sure. No worries. Take it easy, huh?
Okay.
Yep. Take care.
All right. Take care.
And I'm gonna say bye-bye to the YouTube guys. Until then, don't overtrade, just relax, wait for the markets to move, and take it easy. Until then, have a beautiful day.